World of Nature, Jewels of Kalahari, Saturday at 2 p.m.
You're watching TV 7 and 4. For Northern Michigan, this is NewsWatch, 11 p.m. edition.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maureen McGuire. Jerry Meyer has a vacation this week. Nearly 3 miles of road in and near the village of Gaylord is set to be completely removed and rebuilt.
This is NewsWatch at 11, Weekend Edition.
A resolution is approved by the UN Security Council, sending an unmistakable message to Saddam Hussein. Good evening, I'm Tracy Jason. The United Nations Security Council approved a resolution last night warning Iraq to pull back its troops massed near Kuwait's border. Mike Macklin has more on this latest crises in the Gulf.
News Channel 7 and 4, 24 hours. This hour sponsored by Traverse Bay Tackle, US 31 South, Traverse City.
Good evening, I'm Tracy Jason. A hometown jury has convicted Susan Smith of 2 counts of murder in the drowning deaths of her sons. That verdict came down just this past hour. Now the case goes into the penalty phase. There's word that Smith may not get the death penalty. We'll have the latest on the Susan Smith murder trial tonight at 11, as well as details on an attempted stabbing in Cadillac.
News Channel 7 and 4, 24 hours.
And a good morning, Northern Michigan. I'm meteorologist Jeff James. We got through an awfully chilly morning with those teens and 20s. Now just beginning to warm up a little bit. We'll see a forecast out there which will mainly have partly cloudy skies. Not a pure sunshiny day for everyone. Partly cloudy skies certainly, with some warming more noticeable down to the southwest with some mid and upper 40s possibly. We're looking at a forecast through the weekend which has a little bit of rain for Saturday, but then clearing out again on Sunday.
News Channel 7 and 4, 24 hours.
Good evening, I'm Maureen McGuire. Keep an eye out for your mail carriers tomorrow. In addition to delivering your mail, they'll be collecting food to deliver to area food banks. To help out, leave canned goods in your mailbox tomorrow morning. More news next hour. On 11 at 11, we'll show you how the military is waging a war against breast cancer.
Good morning. It's 8:25. Today is Wednesday, May 15th. Hope your day's treating you well. Your forecast? It's going to be another nice day, a mild day. We'll tell you all about it coming up in just a few minutes. Now the news with Jeff.
Thanks, Rita. Good morning again, everyone. Clothing discovered by morel mushroom hunters May 8th near the Charlevoix-Otsego County line has been identified as that worn by Kathy Horn the night she disappeared.
Today on 7 and 4 News at 5.
We think he'll make a great congressman for this area.
A Washington Republican bigwig throws his support behind the man most likely to challenge Bart's two-pack for voters here in northern Michigan.
Also, these organs don't belong to a region. They belong to the United States.
Who decides who gets an organ transplant and when? States say they should.
Plus, how a flaw in the new quarters could make you a few $100s richer.
This is 7 and 4 News at 5. Coverage you can count on.
Good evening, I'm Adam Bartlemay.
And I'm Nancy Loveland, in for Dalvu.
Coverage you can count on. You're watching 7 and 4 News at 5. With Dalvu, Adam Bartlemay, and Chief Meteorologist Greg McMaster. 7 and 4 News. Coverage you can count on.
Exotic pets are fun to have, but a target for thieves. I'm Ann Ewald. Coming up, I'll tell you the dangers when they're on the loose.
Find out how this and several other handmade watercraft are going to help protect and maintain the quality of northern Michigan watersheds and rivers.
Good evening, I'm Dave Walker.
And I'm Nancy Loveland. 7 and 4 News at 6 starts now.
This is 7 and 4 News at 6. Coverage you can count on.
We see no reason why this district should be conceded to the Democrats. To the race.
Texas Republican and U.S. House Majority Leader Dick Armey lends a big hand to the man who wants to unseat Congressman Bart Stupak.
A big day for politics in northern Michigan today.
This is 7 and 4 News, 11 at 11. Coverage you can count on.
We need jail space All three law enforcement agencies need additional space for what they currently have and for future needs.
The push for a new law enforcement center gains speed in the Grand Traverse area. Good evening, I'm Dave Walker.
And I'm Nancy Loveland. Grand Traverse County is looking at building a new law enforcement center at the barns of the old state hospital.
Here's a look at your ABC 29.8 5-day forecast for tomorrow. Morning showers and thunderstorms, cloudy in the afternoon. On Thursday, sunny, turning partly sunny. And on Friday and Saturday, partly cloudy. On Sunday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms.
Wpbn-TV is on a mission of excellence. We care about our community and strive to make sure every news story has a positive impact.
Covering all of northern Michigan, this is 7 and 4 News 11 at 11. Coverage you can count on.
I think it's sad. I hope they all do come back.
More than 200 northern Michigan troops are preparing to head overseas. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Bill Freilich. Our top story tonight, 246 Michigan National Guard troops have been asked to report to Camp Grayling to prepare for deployment.
You're watching TV 7 and 4. Serving all of northern Michigan for over 50 years, this is 7 and 4 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
Welcome to 7 and 4 News Today on a Monday morning. I'm Adam Bartlemay.
And I'm Stacy Skryzak. It was a gorgeous weekend.
You really couldn't say anything more than that. It was.
Now in widescreen. This is 7 and 4 News Today.
Good Friday morning, Northern Michigan. I'm Melissa Smith. Storm Team meteorologist Joe Charlevoix will take a look at your Friday and your weekend weather forecast coming up.
Serving all of northern Michigan for over 50 years, this is 7 and 4 News at 6. Coverage you can count on.
All the detectives you talk to in northern Michigan, it seems to be one of the growing problems that we're working on almost daily.
Officers are asking for your help tonight to solve a case of several larcenies in northern Michigan. Police are searching for their #1 suspect, but it appears he has disappeared.
Coverage you can count on. This is 7 and 4 News at 6 with Mark Chalette, Diana Fairbanks, Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Greg McMaster, and Jason Geiser with sports. 7 and 4 News. Coverage you can count on.
On air, online, and on the go. This is UpNorthLive News at 6:30. Get connected.
Good evening, I'm Megan Morelli. A northern Michigan nonprofit is temporarily closing its doors. Benzie Area Christian Neighbors says they are closing to allow workers to start a large construction project.
Next on 7 and 4 News at 11.
A two-car crash in Kingsley tonight left emergency crews scrambling. Plus, a semi-crash leaves close to 13,000 pounds of cooking oil on the ground and in the Crooked River. See the damage it caused. And the battle against bullying gets a $65,000 boost in our schools. We'll show you how the money is being used to keep kids safe. 7 and 4 News at 11 starts right now.
On air, online, and on the go. This is 7 and 4 News at 11. Get connected.
Well, good morning, Northern Michigan. I'm Mark Chalette.
And I'm Megan Moore. Your top news stories coming up.
Serving your town and all of northern Michigan. This is 7 and 4 News at 11.
Well, it has been a far cry from a picture-perfect fall day with all the rain. Tonight, things are a little more quiet as we take a live look over Traverse City. And good evening, I'm Greg Angel in tonight for Bill Freilich. Well, as we head into the latter part of the weekend, the question now really becomes, is there any sunshine on the way?
Serving your town and all of northern Michigan, this is 7 and 4 News at 11.
People are going to start seeing those services that are offered.
You're watching 7 and 4 News at 11 with Mark Chalette, Diana Fairbanks, Chief Meteorologist Mark Watkins, and Giacomo Accardo with sports.
Play is getting a lot of attention for its simplicity. 7 and 4 News at 11 starts right now.
On air, online, and on the go. This is 7 and 4 News at 11. Get connected.
Well, good evening. I'm Mark Shalat.
And I'm Kristen Lowe. Your top news stories are coming up, but as always, your complete forecast first at 11 with 7 and 4 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Mark Watkins. Hey, Mark.
Hi, Kristen. Outside right now, the story is the wind.
On air, online, and on the go. This is 7 and 4 News at 11. Get connected.
Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Mara Thompson. Well, it might not have been as snowy today, but it definitely was cold. For a look at the forecast, we'll turn things over to 7 and 4 Storm Team meteorologist Joe Charlevoix. Joe, what are we going to see for the rest of the weekend?
Well, pretty quiet weather, Mara. We've had a lot of snow the last couple of weeks, but that kind of winding down now, and we get a little bit of a break and even a thaw coming up here.
This is 7 and 4 News today.
All right, 6 o'clock now on a Friday morning, taking a live look over the Straits of Mackinac, and we've been talking about just how dark it is in the mornings now, and 51 degrees. Kind of a chilly start to the morning. Hopefully that's not going to stick around, Mark.
No, it's going to warm up later today, and this afternoon is going to be very mild. So the next couple of days, I think today, Saturday, Sunday.
Answer. We're going to show you how for the next 10 days she's transforming from a patient to a princess.
This is 7 and 4 News at 5.
You are taking a live look out over Petoskey, where it's always beautiful.
Team has a tie to the Mitten State. Meet Ryan Shorter and see how he got a start on the slopes of northern Michigan.
This is 7 and 4 News at 6.
Well, some Michigan lawmakers trying to pass stronger penalties against people who commit crimes against our police officers and first responders.
This is 7 and 4 News at 6.
If you head out to Detroit for the North American International Auto Show, you're bound to see out-of-the-box self-driving cars, including a Ford Fusion that delivers pizza to your doorstep. Our political reporter Nick Minock joins us in Detroit, where auto leaders are racing to get autonomous vehicles out on the market.
Live news at 6:30 on ABC 29 and 8.
Good evening, I'm Megan Morelli, and you are taking a live look over the Traverse City area. A little bit of snow today. I think we're going to see a little bit more of it coming up, it sounds like. For a look at that, we've got to turn things over now to ABC 29 and 8's Chief Meteorologist Mark Watkins. Good evening, Mark.
Hi there, Megan. Yeah, a little light snow fell this morning.
Tonight, a new threat for the Bahamas. The details on a tropical storm looming in the Atlantic. And it's an issue that has kids skipping school and heading to the White House. The message they have for our nation's leaders. And after a rainy week across northern Michigan, will any storms put a damper on high school football? We have the forecast you can expect at kickoff.
This is Up North weather now.
Good evening and happy Friday. Welcome to Up North Weather now on ABC, the only local newscast dedicated to weather across northern Michigan. In the next half hour, we're going to break down the forecast from Kinross to Clare and from Alpena to Traverse City and all points in between. Again, thank you for wrapping up your week with us. I'm Natalie Spalla here tonight with meteorologist Blake Hansen. We've kind of got a lot going on this weekend. We got a nice day looking tomorrow.
America doing enough to take care of our veterans? We took your concerns to the White House for a one-on-one interview with the Secretary of the VA. See what we found out.
This is 7 and 4 News at 11.
Well, good evening. I'm Mark Shalat.
And I'm Kristen Lowe. Your top news stories are coming up, but as always, a look at your forecast. First at 11 with 7 and 4 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Mark Watkins. Hey, Mark.
And Kristen, all across the region, it's very cold outside. Skies are partly cloudy. There's been a little light snow in a few spots, but nothing significant there. No watches or warnings tonight because of snow. Roads are certainly icy.
Reaction and if it worked. The season's young, but high school basketball teams giving it their all before the holiday break. All the best plays from across northern Michigan in your hometown highlights.
This is 7 and 4 News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Lowe. Your top news stories are coming up, but as always, a look at your forecast. First at 11 with 7 and 4 Storm Team meteorologist Joe Charlevoix. Hey, Joe.
Hey there, Kristen. We actually have some weather to talk about tonight, although it's not something that we get a whole lot of. Here's a look right now.
It's Ukraine.
This This is Up North Live News today on 7 and 4.
We're keeping a close eye on road conditions on this Tuesday. There's your live look at the Mackinac Bridge. You can see the road cleared off for the most part. I'm Brendan Kinney. Mark Watkins, which areas are seeing snowfall right now?
Well, there's some lake effects still going on. Anywhere in the kind of the northwestern part of the Lower Peninsula, you're more likely to get
incidents. How this could push back the end of the pandemic. A plane makes an unexpected landing after running out of gas. See where they had to touch down.
This is Up North Live News at 5 on 7 and 4.
Oh, what a difference a week can make. Welcome to fall. You're taking a live look out over the Straits of Mackinac. It is gray, it is damp, and it's chilly.
This is Up North Live News at 6 on 7 and 4.
New tonight at 6, Congress is providing another $14 billion to the U.S. Department of Agriculture that will help with a second round of payments to farmers nationwide.
This is Up North Live. Weather now at 6:30 on ABC.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight on Up North Live Weather Now. I'm Taylor Nimmo, joined by meteorologist Joe Charlebois. Joe, another day with some cooler temperatures. A lot of us seeing 50s again today. Is this fall-like weather going to stick around for our weekend?
Well, we get a break tomorrow, Taylor, and
okay.
but you're right. Then it's back in for the weekend. We're looking at some rain coming in on Saturday, but we get about a 24, 36-hour stretch here where we're going to see some nice clear skies and some sun tomorrow.
We'll take.
See what was uncovered in tonight's Spotlight on America.
This is Up North Live News at 11 on 7 and 4.
Well, you're taking a look at the day that was in our parking lot here at the studio. And boy, what a difference from this time lapse from where things started this morning to where they're ending tonight.
And Mark, I went outside just to clear off my car with all of that snow that we got, and it was sticking to my car. I could not even get it cleared off. So let's go to Chief Meteorologist Joe Charlebois. And Joe, the roads are going to be pretty treacherous with all this extra slush out there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that heavy, wet, slushy type snow that we've dealt with today.
And multiple deaths reported because of the blizzard. The threats people are facing now, even after the storm has passed. Also, the link between wastewater and a possible COVID surge, the warning from health officials.
This is Up North Live News at 11 on 7 and 4.
Good evening, Northern Michigan. We are starting with a live look at the Mackinac Bridge. It is calm and cold, but just north of the bridge, experiencing some snow in the Upper Peninsula. So Heather, we got a lot of cloud coverage. What's the big story that people need to be prepared for tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow there is a little bit of chance for some freezing drizzle, especially in our northern areas of the northern lower and the eastern Upper Peninsula. And we have some chances here and there for some wintry mix and rain. Just depends on where you're at. It's a matter of geography tomorrow.
This is WPBN-Wtom, Traverse City, Cadillac, and Sheboygan.
You're watching ABC 29 and 8.